Alright guys, so in this video I wanted to make a video on just how to get the lowest input delay on console, because I did make one in general about PC and other things, and even things you can do on console, but I wanted to make a video specifically dedicated to console so that I can help you guys get the best reaction speed as possible. If you can't afford a PC, if you're young and then your parents bought you a PS5 for Christmas, or maybe like the next gen whenever it comes out and you still don't have a PC, just how to reduce your input delay as much as possible. All right, so first we are going to talk about the settings that I do talk about a lot, but this is the thing that you can change right now compared to just equipment. All right, so the settings that I use, I'm only going to focus on having the 0 input delay. Actually, real quick too, I'll talk about button layout. So I do play bumper, jumper, tactical, flipped. Having your buttons spread out in multiple locations instead of one location, to like circle for prone, and to crouch, like to slide and stuff like that. I have that on my L2, so that also helps my my hands be able to press buttons a lot faster, also reducing the input delay. I play tactical too because tactical helps me prone immediately instead of having to move my thumb to be able to prone just like that. All right, so that really helps with lower input delay. It doesn't help like it's not like, oh, this is gonna reduce your milliseconds of delay, nothing like that, but it does make you a lot faster in this game if you have something like that, or if you're good with paddles. All right, so I just want to say that for people who still play on default. Not really going to talk about sensitivity. We'll say that just keep a lower sensitivity compared to raising your sensitivity when you're going for reaction speed, because sensitivity, it's not the higher sensitivity means you can react faster. Do want to say that real quick. All right, so linear does give you the fastest input delay compared to any other response curve because it is a direct input, so you want to make sure you have linear on if you're looking to get the maximum speed possible to play this game. All right, there are pros and cons for linear, dynamic, and standard, but linear does give you by far the fastest reaction speed in this game. All right, dead zone, this is extremely important. You want to make sure you have the lowest dead zone that you can possibly play. This gives you the fastest reaction speed and the lowest input delay that you can possibly get in this game, and it's pretty much common sense. If you have stick drift, that means your button is moving slightly, your stick is moving slightly, and that is causing your stick to drift into a location. All right, and so the way to counter that is to raise it, because the more you raise it, well, now you don't have to put much force into the controller, and you have to push harder for it to actually move. All right, so you don't want that because you want to have the fastest reaction speed possible, and the lower your dead zone, you're going to have the fastest reaction speed possible, because as soon as you start moving a little bit, your controller moves. All right, so that is going to help you kill a lot of people and control the recoil a lot faster. Yeah, that's like the main settings that really help with reaction speed. I still strongly believe 120 FOV affected also helps with your reaction speed. I feel like I react so much better, compared to the 80 FOV days on console to the 120. So I do think that does have a play in your actual reaction speed the faster you play. But that is everything that you could possibly do in game, and now I'm going to talk about if I was still on console out of game that I would do to get the best advantage possible. So you want to make sure that you are playing on a wired controller. All right, extremely important. When I was on Bluetooth, I did have a lot more delay than I was on wired, and that's because wired is a direct connection from your console to your controller, so it's going to make sure you have the fastest speed possible. And there have been debates on, oh, well, Bluetooth could be better. And you got to think about it too. Bluetooth is sending wireless signals, where wired is just a direct connection. That's like playing on Wi-Fi versus Ethernet. Ethernet is way more faster because it's a direct connection to your router compared to if you were on Wi-Fi. All right, and also too, for the best controller possible, you want to make sure that you play on a PlayStation 5 controller. So if you're on PlayStation 5 on console, you're gonna have way faster reaction speed than if you were on older gen PlayStation, or if you were on Xbox, because that is the way the PlayStation controllers were designed, to have 1 millisecond response time, so it's extremely fast like that. And also too, kind of like what I was saying, you want to play on Ethernet, you don't want to play on Wi-Fi. Playing on Wi-Fi is like the worst thing in the world. Even if I play on Wi-Fi right now, I'm going to be lagging like crazy, and that's going to get you killed. So play on Ethernet. And also too, you do want to make sure you have a monitor. 1 millisecond response time, I would say like 120 or 144 hertz or higher, because that is like the cap on console. But you want to make sure you have that for the best frames possible, and that is going to give you insane reaction speed as well. Because if you are playing on a TV, I'm sorry if you can't afford one, but if you are playing on a TV, you are limiting your potential as much as you possibly can. All right, and even if I was slowly upgrading to a PC, even when I did slowly upgrade to a PC, I got a monitor first, because a monitor is more important than having, you know, a PC with a horrible thing to display my game. So a monitor is extremely important. You want to have, you know, wired controller, a good controller that has low input delay, and then on top of that, having a monitor with Ethernet plugged in. All right, and then one last thing too I do want to say is that streaming on console, when you're streaming Call of Duty, that does reduce your FPS in the game, and it does make you lag a bit more. So it does suck too, because, like, you know, you want to stream your best games, you want to play Call of Duty, maybe you're an upcoming content creator, and you're trying to, you know, get as much views and stuff as possible, much subscribers. That is gonna hinder your performance, and that is also a lot of times where I do stream and then I play a lot of games off stream, because I want to play a lot of games when I'm at my best and not lagging at all compared to when I'm streaming. All right, so when you are streaming any type of game or just have anything going in the background, it is going to make you lag a bit more and have less input delay than if you had no applications open at all and you weren't doing anything for that. So I do want to give like that warning too. That's not just a PC thing, that also does happen on console as well. All right, but overall, those are the most important things that I would focus on to get the least input delay as possible. I heard there were programs that could actually make you have like 0 input delay on console, like absolutely none, the same as if you were on PC. But it is extremely hard to do that, because the console companies, they try to limit your console as much as possible. It's like parental controls. And on PC, you can do like as much of things as you can, because you have full control over everything that happens in your game. So console, you know, it is a downgrade of PC. It will never reach the full potential of having a personal PC, just because like I said, the companies try to limit it as much as possible. But doing all these things, as I said, is pretty much everything you can do in your power to have the fastest reaction speed as possible for your potential, your current potential. And compared to like other players, if they don't know these things, or let's just say PC players, if they're just running default settings and or they have a little bit above average settings, but they're not using every single thing that I talked about in this video, you will be faster than all those players in this game. You know, somebody who buys like decent equipment and they're playing really hard in Warzone, and they're on a PC, a really good PC, but maybe they're not playing wired, or maybe they're not playing a low dead zone, not playing linear, you can still be able to react faster than them, even though you're on a lower equipment and things like that. All right, so this should help you out a lot if you don't have some of these things in place. And if you really can afford to, please upgrade a PC, because I have more things in place that can give you a lot faster input delay than you currently have right now, and that would make you a top tier player, so that you can actually be at a competitive play style in Warzone. Also, I am live every single day on Kick. This is pretty much where I get my gameplay for my videos, so if you want to see me live and just chat with me right there, then you can search up 5seal on kick.com/5seal, and you can join the community Discord for any of my coaching services if you guys want to get coached in Warzone, or if you just want to chat with the community and have any updates that I'm currently doing as far as when I go live and other things like that. So yeah, get connected with the community Discord.